subscribers, followers, they don't matter. You can still make a fuck ton of money selling info with literally 5,000 subscribers. Coming from someone who has 5,000 subscribers on my main channel, I'm selling products, making a shitload of money, 25K. Okay, you know how? Because I post content to a specific audience. I'm not trying to be a Mr. Beast. I'm not trying to be these entertainment guys who just post a bunch of nonsense. Okay, entertainment. I'm not hating on those guys, but I'm telling, if you want to make money, you have to post to a specific avatar. Okay, you have to create your own avatar. Okay, here's what I did. I'm just gonna tell you like this. Okay, so 4 years ago, I started trading, right? And it took me 2 years to become profitable. So I solved a problem that most people still have. Okay, most people are still not making money with trading. They want to become profitable. And in fact, when I became profitable, I started to get a lot of DMs like from my friends, you know, how do you make money? How are you buying all this jewelry? How you got this designer? And what are these profits that I posted on my story sometimes? And I had this one friend who paid me $200 for me to coach him how to start. And that made me realize that what if I just start a fresh page, a fresh YouTube channel, and you know, my main channel that I start to post shit there. Here's how I made this amount of money trading today, or here's how you can start. Here's this and that, solving a problem to my specific audience, people who want to become profitable at trading. Okay, that's very important. A specific audience, and 5K subscribers, 25K per month. 5K subscribers, and Instagram 5K followers. Doesn't fucking matter. You have to post to a specific audience. Don't try to be this people pleaser. Don't be a people pleaser. Okay, be yourself. Post shit that actually has value, and people are gonna exchange their money if you have value. If you actually solve a problem that they need to also solve. Doesn't have to be trading. This is just my story. But you have to make sure that the shit that you're talking about actually holds value. Okay? I'm not lying. I became profitable with trading. I still make money with trading. But if I'm gonna be dead honest, I like this better. I like selling info. You know why? Because this is business. People, both parties, the seller, the customer, they both benefit. Okay? You have to make sure that you are actually good at the shit that you do, good at the shit that you teach, and the customer has to be a good customer, a committed customer who's gonna pay you a lot of money. And I'm talking like people literally pay you 5K, fucking 10K per person if it's a high ticket. And that's why you're gonna post that niche content. Obviously, if it's related to money, I can make a fuckload of more money because people see that as an investment. They pay you, and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna make more money off of this because they do. And I always want to make sure that my students succeed. Okay, even if it's with trading, I want to make sure that they get the money back through the shit that they like. I'm teaching them how to trade. They get the money back. They get shitload of money, more money. They get the skill, and they are profitable now. Now they can be on their own. That's the main goal. Okay, right? And now for this, I want to make sure that you guys become profitable with this selling info. And the thing is, it's so easy to be profitable with this because you don't have to pay no ads. You can just post organic. That's zero money upfront you have to pay, right? Unless you pay like a mentorship. But here's the thing. Make sure that your students, your future students actually get the results. You get a testimonial. When you get a testimonial, that means they make money, but you also will get a lot more money with that testimonial in the future. Okay, testimonial is like a proof of concept. Student results, student wins, etc. and etc. Here's how John made $50,000 in 2 months. Let's say trading, because I did that. Okay, I would say I'm a trading coach as well. But now I want to teach you about this. This is a new channel, as you can see. But listen, like I said, it doesn't have to be trading content. It doesn't have to be money even. It doesn't even have to be money related. Okay? There's people making a fuck ton of money teaching people how to get a six-pack. Okay? Hey, join my program. I'm going to teach you how to get a six-pack in 90 days. Here's how John did it. Here's how this and that. If you really want to make money with, let's say you don't have a huge audience. Here's how I do it. Here's how I did it. You have to make sure that you sell high ticket. High ticket means they pay you once or twice, or they pay you upfront and then they start to pay you monthly. It's a program. They give you a lot of money instead of like a low ticket. Like I used to sell low tickets. Listen, I used to sell low ticket Discord where I used to be live trading every single day for $50 per month. And I was making them around, in the beginning, it was like $500. Then I made the money a little bit bigger, like $200. I was making like 1.5K per month, until I actually realized that if I just grab a handful of people who pay me 2.5K, 5K, potentially 7K, 10K upfront, or they pay you 5K now, and then after that they pay you 1K per month, until they become profitable. That's a lot of money right there per person. And that's a handful of people. You can literally get 2 people per month, 3 people per month, and you're good, okay? If it's a high ticket, right? But that's why you got to make sure that your offer is good. You're not just going to take a lot of people in. I mean, you can, but you have to make sure that they actually get the value, okay? And you know why high ticket is better? Because it's the commitment that they make. They pay you a lot of money, and they're like, I just paid a lot of money. I need to get the results now. They're committed. They're willing to put the work in. Unlike this, I had the Discord, right, where I was selling like $50 per month. People barely showed. Sometimes they showed up. Sometimes they didn't. But it's like, it's not commitment. Okay, it is a commitment. $50 for some people, that may be a lot, but that's like nothing. Let's be honest. Okay, especially when it comes to finances. Like you're investing to get the knowledge and then make more. Regardless, the point of this video is that you don't need a lot of subscribers, a lot of followers. Obviously, it will help to make more money, but you don't need a lot to make good money. You have to prove that you know your shit. Okay, I didn't start teaching trading until I made a lot of money, until I was profitable for 1 year, and then I started to post. Okay, and for this as well, I didn't start to teach how to sell info products, how to start and scale your info coaching, your info business online, until I made multiple 6 figures, until I made at least 25K per month consistently. Right now I'm making around 20 to 30K per month consistently. Okay, and now I'm eligible to teach, because I don't want to teach unless I know, because if I know, I get student testimonials, results. That makes me more money. That makes them money, the students money. Everybody's happy. It's business. Remember, business. Best part about this, when you're building a personal brand and you sell, you're making money while building a business. You're getting paid to run a business. Think about it. Because if you don't run ads, like me, I don't run ads. I do it completely organically, and I love what I do. So I'm getting paid to run a business, paid to grow a business. It's growing, and I'm getting paid. Growing, and I'm getting paid. And also, I do trading at the side, obviously. So, the reason why I'm doing this is because trading literally takes like 1 hour a day. So that's nothing, okay? But it's risky. This is. I'm gonna be dead honest. This is better, okay? This business model is better than trading, because trading requires risk, and 97% of the people will never succeed. That's why I started to post, because people have that issue. People are not profitable at trading. So that's an unfair advantage. So I can start teaching it and help them, okay? And make sure that they succeed. But that's the thing. Find your unfair advantage. Whether if you have a six-pack, you have a crazy-ass six-pack, crazy-ass body, start posting about it. Here's the diet that I chose. Here's the diet that got me the six-pack. Here's my workout routine. How many sets do you need per day? Get the point. Find your unfair advantage. For me, it was profitable at trading. For you, can be profitable at e-commerce, six-pack, fucking crazy biceps. You know about watches, you know about chains, whatever. You're good at basketball. You made it to NBA. You got a lot of followers online. Here's how you can make followers. Here's how you can get 100,000 followers in 90 days program. Okay, find your unfair advantage. Guaranteed success. If you don't quit. Okay, because during the progress, you'll learn. Okay, when you start posting, you start to speak better. You start to just get better. You start to know what's right, what works, what doesn't, what funnel to use, how to get leads. About that in another video. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to smash the subscribe button. Make sure to comment down below. You don't have to do any of that, but if you do want to boost the algorithm, make sure to do that if you want to. All right. As usual, I'll see you on the other side. Peace out.